Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 3 focused PvP. Today we're picking up with the Black Blade, as well as another fun little weapon. Oh, I'm fat rolling. Well, about that. That's gonna make this awkward. Wrong attack. My bad. Okay, I'm a little bit too fat. So let's make our pants a tad bit lighter, while still retaining some fashion. Sellsword trousers, good enough. We can actually roll again. Okay! Well, on that note, let's switch that off, put these on, switch that off. What did I have there? Fire bombs. Okay, I was ill-prepared. Switched weapons at the last second. Was going to actually go with Dark Drift, and then I was like, nah, I'm gonna try out the Black Blade. And I am too fat. I'm too fat for my weapons. That actually doesn't look half bad, though. Shame that the color of the pants doesn't match a little bit better. Let's see if we can make it work. See if we can find something that does. That actually matches. Not a fan of the furry boots, but color-wise it actually doesn't look half bad. Fashion soulsing. Old sorcerer's trousers? Maybe. That's not bad. No. I don't look good in a skirt. Sorry, guys. Cleric trousers? No. Yeah. Old sorcerers are good for now. That said, new sorcerers look a little bit worse with the funky boots. Okay. Now there's a sword I need to get a little bit of use out of. No, not gonna come in range on that. Nice. That was a stylish little kill. Yeah, I like the moveset on this one. It's very reminiscent of, well, a few things. In a way, it reminds me of Iaito, and another, it reminds me of the Balan Night Sword. And in a way, the Berserker Blade, too. It's got a good moveset. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, rolling. Okay. It's a thrust after a roll instead of just a regular slash. I like that. Because it follows the second attack there. After a jump attack, what do I said after a jump attack, what do I do? Oh, that's nice and quick. I like that. Naked Man. Alright, Alex. What's your secondary weapon? We know it's a big one. Aw, the ting. Strange that the parry on the third swing didn't actually connect. So I guess you can't do it with that weapon. I would have assumed you could, but I guess not. Oh well, good to know. Because I don't know, was that shield stun or just a ting? I don't remember which. I remember that it failed, nothing more. And that's fine. But, jeez. I expected that would work out a little bit better. Alright, that's fine though. That's perfectly fine. So, I do believe that this is actually the shortest of all katanas. I mean, clearly the washing pole is going to be longer, Uchi's longer, Bloodlust is the same length, roughly. Looks uncomfortable though. Hey! Oh. Oh, distance, no. I was just out of range. Oh, I was so close. I was so close. Just out of range. Downside to it being shortest katana, I guess. But man, that would have been a nice little combo. That would have been so good looking. Oh well, I overestimated the reach that I had with this weapon. First time using it, in all honesty, so it makes sense that I'm not doing terribly good, but it's a katana, so it's easy enough to get used to quickly. Still, this one's got a good varied moveset. I do enjoy it. So far, so good. Man, these shoes need to go. No. Front boots don't look bad, but I'm too fat for them. It's always an issue with the boots. Just can't catch a break. Ooh, I shouldn't have charged up. If I didn't go for a charge on the roll attack, that might have been a little bit cleaner. But like, the color of the pants matches the color of like the little cape thing I've got going on. It's just fluffy boots. It's not my style. It's not my thing. And those are just ugly. I prefer those over the fluffy ones. I will say that. Oh, another katana. Which one are you using? Oh, hello. Can you stop popping around? Okay, too much leg. Go away. Please. Please and thank you. That is one thing I do like about katanas in this game, though. They are just so good at chasing people down. They always have been, but man, in this game, it's so good. It's just so good. Probably my favorite weapon for it, if I could honestly take a guess. If I'm to chase someone down, I kind of want it to be a katana. Meh. The new ones weren't so pointy. Pointy shoes. A halberd, are you in cosplay? Is it a red hilted? Oh, I didn't have the parry. Ooh, he was in range. I misjudged. It was the red hilted. He had a lot of slash defense, though. That fight was not going well. 187 damage, or 83 damage, or it was 180 some odd damage. Ouch. On a weapon that's got over 400 attack rating for it to hit that low, lots of defense. Lots and lots of defense. Shame we weren't at the point where I could switch over to this thing. Might have gone a little differently. Still, good use of the halberd on his part. I will give him that. Alright, let's get the summon. So, Molten Perseverance in this one. Basically, Perseverance plus Explosion. What can go wrong? Downside to it, the lava is kind of not good. It's not like a big explosion Demon Great Axe style. If it were, it would be a lot better. So I spy Goddard swords, so I will be one-handing. No? Yeah, he was waiting for that. He was playing the defensive fight, waiting for me to get, you know, a little carried away with the attacking. And that's fair. I hate fighting against those things. I really honestly do. Their moveset is too good, they have an unparryable attack, and they do lots of damage. I understand why they're common. They're just fantastic weapons. It's just annoying to deal with over and over and over and over. Because no one does anything original with them, because there's really not a whole lot original to do. You go for the rolling L2s, and you go for your rolling L1s and your L2s. And occasionally you do the little full combo on it, if the first L2 hits. Otherwise, you don't really see R1s, you don't really see them ever one-handed. It's always two-handed, always focused on that. And to be fair, that's what they're sort of pushing towards. That's what that weapon is kind of intended for, because it's a dual weapon. And that makes sense. It's just so common, though. Every fight with them feels exactly the same. It gets boring. That's my 2 cents on the matter. It gets boring. So yeah, all that for 200 and whatever damage. If it did more damage similar to the Demon's Great Axe, the attack would be so much better. Especially since you basically need to trade hits for it to work. Like, yes, people will walk into it all day long. It doesn't change the fact that the damage on it is just bad. Like, you know, for a weapon with this high of an attack rating, to have an attack that only does 230-ish damage, on a skill, nonetheless. You know? Make it worth actually using the second part of that skill instead of just going for Perseverance and then hitting R1 after to deal more damage, you know? Because that makes sense. That's a better option. bad distancing. I want to do a jump attack. Is that so much to ask? Oh. I saw it coming, couldn't undo what I did. That was a nice parry I had. Riposte damage is kind of garbage with this thing as well. I mean, I expected at least 800 with it, in all honesty. Overall, this weapon, it needs a buff. In a way, it really does need a buff. Its damage output isn't terrible, but riposte damage with it is just bad, and okay, how did I do that? Okay, you guys saw I ran and jumped but stayed still. Like I ran and jumped, I didn't roll, but I kept running. You guys saw that, right? That was really cool. How did I do it? Huh. I'm not quite sure what I did. I'm not going crazy, right? I was running forward, jumped, and then landed without rolling and kept running. Maybe it was related to going and jumping down the stairs. That's my guess. But yeah, I feel like this weapon would do well from a slight buff to its riposte damage, bring it on par with a lot of other weapons in the class, and also to give it a buff that made it more worthwhile to use Perseverance, or Molten Perseverance rather. Woohoo, 89 damage. Big hits. Really? I saw you switch over to that claymore, for the record. I caught that. You tried to be sneaky with it, but I saw that switch happen. I guess these boots are kind of growing on me a little bit. It matches better overall. And people can stop giving me shit about the poopy pants. You know? I don't know. My gloves still aren't quite right. I should go kill Cornix again, but I don't want to. I'm not in the mood to go back to Firelink and kill him. I'm being lazy about it, really. And it's not horrible. The fashion with these gloves isn't the worst. I don't know. Maybe I should revamp my fashion sometime soon. People have been, in fact, requesting it. On that note of requests from all you guys, a lot of you have been requesting that I start putting on my webcam. So, is that something you guys would want? What? He had more stamina. Shame. Funny how our hyper armor lined up with each other. I've never actually seen that happen, where two people's hyper armor lines up properly, so they can both just R1 mash, and everything's fine. Well, that was a first for me. I like that. Shame he had more stamina, but I don't really have much stamina as it is. That's one thing my build would really, really, you know, benefit from. So again, we are at the time where we start to look for new things and new stuff for the next stuff. The next thing. We're going to use the old wolf curved sword for the next episode. I'm in the mood for it. I'm going to try it out, see how it compares to the other weapons in the class. It is the least damaging of them, but it's got a really, really cool skill. So I'm worth using it, yes. So I think it's worth using it. In addition to that, we will finally get around to using those drang hammers. It'll happen next time. I've never seen someone use that weapon against anyone, ever. The little harp. It's a cool little weapon, in all honesty. It's got the quick step skill. Its edge on the inside of the weapon is good for some interesting attacks. Just show it on and show you guys the moveset while we're waiting on the guy to come in. Once I can actually summon someone. So yeah, you got your regular R2s, you got your wide slashes. Oddly enough, it starts with a thrust. So basically it's just copying the standard Dagger's moveset. Which means it goes with a thrust with that as well. Which is, as I said, interesting, but really stupid looking. Like, that's on the level of, you know... That's on the level of scythe criticals. That's on the level of stabbing someone with a blunt edge, because that's exactly what it is, which is incredibly stupid. Okay, put on your little buff. So that makes 2 buffs. I'll allow it just because I know you're going to do it anyway, even if I don't allow it. Oh, the hyper armor on the roll. Really? Okay, that activated a lot sooner than it should have. That's surprising. Huh. I didn't expect the hyper armor to activate so quickly. I hit him a good 1.5 seconds before the attack actually initiated. Good to know that it activates so soon. Restore's great sword, everybody. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's raining. Pretty badly, actually. Wow. It looked like it was going to rain all day today, but I didn't expect it would be that bad. Little thunderstorm off in the distance earlier on, but now it sounds like it's here. Because I guess that's just the way it goes. Hopefully I don't lose power or anything. I've never lost power in this apartment. So that's a good thing. The Mira Hollow Slayer Greatsword. Okay. That's become an extremely popular greatsword. Ah, good one. Good one with the R2. I understand why that's become extremely popular as well. Deals a lot of damage, can get some good counter hits on it. Overall, a fantastic weapon. In comparison to the Claymore, for example. The Hollow Slayer, where are you? Right here. 501 compared to 504. However, higher base damage, if I'm not mistaken, 248 versus 264. Wait, did I say that backwards? 248 versus 264. Yeah, we're good. I don't know, Hollow Slayer's just been extremely common recently. Maybe it's got lower stamina usage. That could very well be it. How much does this weigh? 9 versus 8.5. That could possibly be. I'm not quite sure what the cause for it to be so common is. It's not like it's terribly unique. Come on down. Come on now. That's gonna get me good. Was that worth the trade? In the end, yes it was. He didn't have stamina to roll. Helpful. So helpful. So yeah, next time we'll be using the Drang Hammers and we'll be using whatever else that thing... Ah yes, the old wolf thingamajig, this one. That's the ticket. I remember. I remember. And this will most likely be the last fight. What are you using? A great axe! Oh boy! I like your weapon choice, friend. Hi. Shall we? Nice. There's a purpose to having Molten Perseverance. I will give it that. It's good for finishing off people who feel like you're vulnerable because you're going for an attack that doesn't seem like it does damage. They expect it to be like regular Perseverance, and then suddenly it's not, and it catches them off guard. That's really its only good use. Other than, you know, going for just standard Perseverance and then attacking right away. It could use some changing. It could use a little revamp. But, oh well. It is what it is. It'll stay that way for now, possibly forever. And if it does, that's fine, but it could be better. It could be better. Either way though, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time.